Hey guys, it's Dr. Abercino here, and today we're going to talk about orthotics. Reasons why I believe everyone should own a nice pair of orthotics, because it could help with general foot pain, knee pain, low back pain, definitely help you keep that ankle and foot exactly where it's supposed to be. So how do orthotics work? Orthotics, hold on. So in front of us we have accommodative orthotics, and what these are devices that go inside your shoe. Some go inside sandals, some go inside your dress shoes or sneaker, and what they're trying to do is actually accommodate for any foot pathologies you have, like if you have a flat foot, or if you have some heel spurs or some hammer toes or things like that. These specific devices, okay, will help accommodate for those issues. Okay, some are made for diabetics, such as these right here. These are just very simple diabetic foot insoles. These help, for instance, a diabetic so they don't get foot ulcerations because there's a lack of blood supply to the area and the nerve. There's all different types of top coats here. As you can see, this one's called Spanko. This is a full-length orthotic, so these are great for sneakers. 3/4 lengths. These are great for especially men's dress shoes or women's shoes. Here's another. This is another UBC foot controller. This is more for an elderly individual. It has a lot of foot support. Has a really deep heel cup, so when the heel is sitting inside here, like my elbow is, it's not going to roll out, and it's going to keep the ankle stable. So for an elderly individual, this is a really great orthotic. So like I was saying, there's different top coats. Okay, this one looks similar to that one here. Has some pores in it, so it allows it to breathe a little bit easier. Here's almost like a leather top coat. Okay, these are very similar here. Here's another Spanko, and this one's called Blue Cloud. It all depends on what you're looking for, what type of work you do, what type of shoes that you're wearing. They even make a bamboo. Bamboo's great because it doesn't retain any moisture. Okay, so if you happen to be a person whose feet are very sweaty and you have a lot of foot odor and or fungus, the bamboos are really great accommodation for you. Other than that, these are really good, and I'm going to show you right now how we cast them. Okay, we're going to take a box that looks like this. I happen to use a Comfort Fit Orthotic Laboratory here. They have this type, which is foam molded, and they also have the full casts. These seem to be pretty good. This company's been around for a long time, and they do a really good job. Once we send these out, they're going to send back your custom-made orthotic. Okay, this one has my name on it because this was mine. Today, I happen to be wearing a pair of sneakers. So what this does is it slides right in. Okay, and I put these on, and I'm great all day. Alright, but I'm going to show you how to cast right now. Okay, so here we are with our patient. We're going to cast this individual here. What I like to do is I have them bring in a pair of shoes, or have them wear their shoes, obviously. The older the better, because this will also show me wear patterns. So if we're looking at this individual's, these are a pair of sandals, and you can kind of see the wear patterns, and if you bring them together, okay, you can see where the individual is actually wearing different parts of the sole's a little thin. Okay, and you can see that by when you compare different parts. You see one's a little worn here, then we follow this up here, a little worn here, and then again here, and then definitely right here. Now you want to make sure which one corresponds to which foot, especially when you're making your instructions for your casting and you're sending these off, because it's going to tell you a lot about the individual. Okay, there's also some wear patterns here, and you can see difference in like pronation, supination, and the different wear patterns. So you could match these up to the specific patterns, okay, and that may help you determine what type of, again, accommodations or additions that you want to add towards the orthotics that you're making, because again, these are custom orthotics. You want it to be custom for each individual. You want to help these people as best you can. Also, what I like to do is, again, look at the shoes. Number one, look at their feet. Okay, have them stand, have them sit. You want to look at the bottoms of their feet. You want to look for things such as like hallux valgus and hammer toes. You want to look for lesions. You want to look for something to see if there's something that you can accommodate with by casting an orthotic. If not, maybe they need to see their podiatrist or foot surgeon. But so you're going to look at their feet. So have them stand up. So please stand. first thing I like to do is have him turn to the side just a little bit. Okay. First thing I usually look for is arches. Okay. This gentleman's right foot, he does have a pretty good arch. As a general rule of finger or thumb, I usually like to see 2 finger breadths is a pretty good arch. Now, if he turns the opposite way, you can see now here in his left foot, okay, he's a little narrow. His arch is collapsed a little bit here. So that's an accommodation that I'd write down and let them know there's a bit of a collapse here on this left foot. So it's going to be different. His right one is fine, his left one's not fine. Okay, obviously before you did the video here, you want to ask about, you know, foot, ankle pain, knee pain, low back pain, shin splints. You know, all these issues can be accommodated for with a good orthotic. All right, so have a seat. We'll look at the bottom of his feet. That's clean. What about this one? This one's dirty. Look at this one. So look at this foot here. So you're looking for any issues here, calluses especially. You have one here, you have another one here. Yeah, it's a pretty big one, dude. Yeah, so you'd want to accommodate for that. So again, with the callus here, you know, obviously it's laid down in response to stress. So we'd probably put a little pad under here. They usually call those posting pads, met pads, or met bars. That'll offload the foot just a little bit to decrease any of this callus formation. And it looks like he has them on both feet here. Yeah, he has the same one under here. So we'll make our accommodations as such here. And then what we do is I want you to make sure your back is against the chair. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift your feet. So I'm going to open our foam box now. Lift both feet. Okay, place them right on here. Now the way that I do this, or I like to do this because I get really good results, make sure that their back is against the back of the chair, that they're sitting erect. Okay, make sure their knees are at 90 degrees. I have them rest their feet on tops of the foams here with the cardboard cover over them. Make sure their knees are in line. Okay, make sure when he's going to put his foot in here, it's going to fit inside the entire foam. Alright, so I pretty much do all the work. So what I like to do is I'm going to take your foot, I'm going to lift it up, I'm going to open the cover, I'm going to place your foot in the foam, I'm going to compress it down. So you're going to feel some pressure on your knee, your foot, your ankle, and your toes while I'm pressing it in. So I'm going to lift his foot up. Okay, I'm going to open the first side here for his left foot. We're going to place that right down. I try to get it right in the center of the foam. Again, make sure his knee's straight. You can see how his ankle's starting to roll a little bit there. Alright, so I'm going to push straight down into the foam. And we're going to try and make a really good imprint. You okay with this pressure? Okay. And I'm going to follow his toes. I'm going to push each one of these in. The better imprint you get, the better orthotic you're going to produce. Now, like I said, there's other ways of doing this. There are something called full casts, where the podiatrist or they basically do almost like a plaster or Paris cast. But I find that these work just as efficiently. There's other companies you stand on basically a 3D printer scale, and they take a picture, 3 different views of your foot, and they'll do the same thing. This, I like this because what they do is they'll fill this up and make an exact mold and impression where his foot's supposed to be and with the accommodations that we're suggesting here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lift his knee and foot straight up and out. So I'm going to try, I don't want you to move your foot at all, so just go straight up. Okay, and we're going to close that side and drop that right there. Same thing now, the opposite foot. Okay. We're going to drop this right into the center of the foam. Bring his knee over just a little bit. Again, we're going to push down. You okay with that pressure? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're avoiding destroying the foam with any excess movement. Again, we're going to push this down. So I usually go through 2 times just to make sure we get a good impression. Okay, I'm going to lift your foot straight up and out, and then we're going to take it off of the foam completely, off of the box. Okay, see, perfect compression. We're going to lift this one up. And this is the result. It may not look like much to you, but when we get the orthotics made, it's going to look and feel great to your patient. Okay, last thing you're going to do with this company, write the patient's name, your return address. They actually ship for free, so you put it right in a mailbox or give it to the mail letter carrier when they come. All right.